Here's the truth about self-tapes that nobody wants to admit. They're not looking for perfect. They're looking for you. Confidence versus desperation. Now, confidence says to the casting director, I'm here, I'm good, I believe in myself, and you're going to believe in me. And desperation says, please, please hire me. I need a job. Please hire me. I need a job. I got bills to pay. I don't want to give up my acting career. That's desperation. Nobody likes desperation because desperation makes the casting director, it makes the agent, it makes the manager feel like, it makes them feel bad because they can't hire everyone, obviously, and they don't want to feel bad. They want you to be good. But that desperation, it just comes off and it makes people want to get you out of the office as quick as possible. You don't want to be desperate. I know you want the job. I know you've been trying to get into these offices. I know you've been trying to get these auditions. You've been doing everything you can. You've been prompting your agent. You've been self-submitting. You've been sending out postcards. You've been sending out emails. But you can't show that desperation when you walk into the room. You have to be confident. You have to practice building your confidence. And the way you build your confidence is by doing auditions by yourself, with friends, with other actors, self-tapes that are just for practice. That's how you build confidence. And you have to start believing in yourself. I know a lot of people hear about that self-talk and positive thinking. It works. It works. Creative visualization, look that up. It works. You have to be positive. That's the only way you're going to get people to believe in you, is if you believe in you. There used to be that funny saying from Saturday Night Live, I like me, Smalley or something like that, a character. But that's true. You have to like yourself. You have to believe that you have what it takes to be an actress or an actor, that you have something to contribute that people will want to see. You have to believe that. There's no way around it. Because if you don't believe it, the casting person is not going to believe it. The producer's not going to believe it. The director's not going to believe it. And ultimately, the audience, who is your customer, they won't believe it. In the self-tape, you have to understand the story, not just the lines. I know the lines are important. You need to memorize those lines. I've talked about how to memorize lines, different techniques. There are many techniques to memorize lines, but you have to understand the story for the audition. Now, if it's not clear, if it's not written out so you can see it easily, if you only get a small size and maybe you have 2 lines, 3 lines, 1 line, you need to make up a story. You need to have a backstory about why this character is delivering these lines. And this is something that a lot of people don't say. Sometimes it won't be clear. Sometimes it won't be obvious what's going on in the scene. Why my character is saying these lines. What does my character want? You as the actor, that's where your creativity comes in, where your imagination comes in. You have to create a reason that the actor is saying these lines and make that believable. Make that something that the other character can hear and see. And ultimately the audience will see. Ultimately the casting director, hopefully the producer and the director will see it. You are believable. I've had casting people, directors, tell me, yes, we like that, but here's the real intention of what's behind these lines. And then when they give you those, you incorporate it. You make that pivot. You make that change. You take that direction. But come with a reason. Come with a backstory. Come with motivation. What does this character want? Make a bold choice. I know you've heard that before. What that means is similar to what I just talked about. Decide what the scene is about. Decide what the character wants. Decide what the character is trying to get and stick to it. Make it something interesting. Don't go over the top. Don't go crazy, but make a bold choice about what this character wants in the scene. What is his motivation? What is her motivation? Why is she saying these words? What does she hope to gain? What does she hope to achieve? Make a bold choice to make your character interesting. Relaxation is the key. You have to practice, and it's easier said than done. You have to practice relaxing, calming down. I know this is a situation, this audition, it's like a high stakes job interview. And you as an actor, that's the job. You're going to do that through your whole career unless you become a big-time A-list actor. You're going to always audition. So you have to go into the audition with the mindset, this is part of it. This is why I'm here. This is why I've chosen to be in this career, so that I can audition, so that I can show people my talent, my skill, my ability. Don't be afraid. Concentrate. Relax. Teach yourself to relax. There's relaxation techniques out there. Find something that works for you so that you can relax when you go into these auditions. The nerves are going to kill you. The jitteriness is going to kill you. It's going to make you forget the motivation. It's going to make you forget the lines. It's a skill. You have to learn it. You have to work on it. There's no two ways around it. It's not going to come magically. You have to relax and be able to put yourself in a situation where, okay, I'm going to shut everything else out. I'm going to relax, and I'm here for this scene. I'm going to deliver this dialogue and show them me, who I am, why they should choose me. And then once you do it, walk out of the room and forget it. That's part of the skill. Do it, forget it, move on to the next one. Listen and react. A lot of actors forget about this. Listening is a big part of acting because you need to hear what the other character is saying to you so that you can react to it. React to what someone says to you. If they come violently, you might return in kind. You might calm down and try to calm them down to de-escalate. Listen and react. Get used to doing that. In real life, if someone's talking to you, you can practice. Really listen to what they're saying. Really take it in. Don't just wait for the break in the conversation so you can say your words. Listen. Listen. That's going to help in your acting. It's going to help in your real life, actually. Listen and then react. Listen to what they're saying. Take it in. Take a moment. Relax. And then deliver your dialogue. And know why you're saying these words. Why is she saying this? Why is he saying that in this scene at this moment? And if it's not written on the script, what did I say? Make it up. That's what nobody tells you. Make it up. You're an actor. You're pretending. This is not real. This is an imaginary circumstance. And you make this imaginary circumstance truthful, believable. You bring that imaginary circumstance to life as if it were real. Sometimes you have to make it up. It's acting. Framing and lighting and sound all matter in your self-tape. You need to be seen clearly, no harsh shadows. You need to be heard clearly, and you need to stay in frame. You don't want to be leaning out of frame like this and leaning out of frame like this and leaning down out of frame. You want to stay in frame so the casting director, the producer, the director, anyone who's making these decisions can clearly see your face. That's what they're interested in. You want to be clearly seen and heard. If you're in a live audition, a callback, never apologize. Do your scene and don't ask to do it over again. Don't stop in midsection and cut. Can I do that? No. Recover. You need to learn to recover. If you flub a word, keep going, just like in real life. You've noticed in this video, I flubbed a couple of words. Did I stop and say, no, let me start this over again? No. Do it like real life. In real life, if you flub a word, oh, excuse me, and go on. Or don't even you don't have to acknowledge it. Just continue with your scene. Learn to recover, and that comes with practice. You need to practice with friends. You need to practice with family. You can practice with people on Zoom. Doing more auditions. The more self-tapes you do, the better you'll get. And that will even make you better in callbacks in live situations. But think about your life in real life. If you're in the store, if you're at work, and you flub a line when you're talking to your boss or a coworker, you don't stop and say, can I say that over again? You keep going. That's what they want in the audition. You want to be perfect. You want to get the words right. Yes, try for that. Shoot for it. But if you fall short of that, keep going. Don't stop and say, oh, can I cut? Can I start over again? I really didn't like how. Own it. Do it. Go for it. Leave them wanting more. Now, what I'm about to say is use energy. Be full of life. Be interesting. Don't go over the top screaming and yelling and spitting and snotting and crying. Use energy. Have life. Be interesting. And that comes with practice. That comes with you rehearsing the scene, knowing what the scene is about, knowing why him or her are saying these lines, and investing in that and believing it. You have to believe it so they can believe it. And have some energy. Don't be a dud. I'm not saying scream and go over the top and overact. If the scene calls for that, you do it. But even the calmest words. Yes, ma'am, can I help you? No, sir, the lobby is this way. And they can always tell you to bring it down. But you don't have to go, over the top, but you want it to be interesting. You want it to be believable. You want it to be customer service friendly and real and realistic and natural. You want to be natural, but you want to have energy. Unless the scene is written for someone who's a, emo slagger, yeah, man, get out. Then you go with the dialogue. But most of the time, self-tapes, they're upbeat, they're natural, they're even, they're, as they say in the business, a phrase I hate, throw it away, which means just say it. Yes, ma'am, can I help you? No, sir, the bathroom is that way. You don't draw it out to try to get more attention to yourself. You be natural, but you have energy. And finally, a big one, I mentioned it earlier. After you submit your tape or you do your in-person, live, Zoom, or in the room for the casting director audition, do it and walk out of there and forget it. Let it go. If they want you, they have your number, they have your agent's number, they have your manager's number, they have your photo and resume. Everything is digital now. They're not going to lose it. If they want you, they will call you. So do it and forget it. It was hard for me to get to that point, but I have it now. Sometimes I forget them so much I don't even remember what the audition was if I do get a call back. I have to go through my list of auditions that I went on and see, what was this about? I can't remember. Get into the habit of doing it and forgetting it and walking away and going for the next one. Doing what you need to do to continue to move forward, to get other people to call you in for more auditions. Because some of that work is on your side as an actor. You're not just going to sit home and wait for your agent or manager to do everything. You need to be out there looking. IMDb, casting sites, Actors Access. Go out actively every day. Do a little bit of work towards your career. If that's your goal, set a schedule. Work towards it. Do what you can. Rehearse. Again, rehearse on your own. You don't need anyone. You can read monologues. You can do cold readings. You can self-tape and look at it and see how you did. Could I have done that better? The more practice, the more dedicated, the quicker you're going to get where you want to go. The better you're going to feel about yourself because you're not just sitting there moping because you don't have any auditions. There's always something you can do to make yourself better. And my greatest analogy is look at sports. If you're into sports, any kind of sports or music or any kind of creative endeavor, where the people at the top, the people that are the cream of the crop, they continue to practice. They have coaches. They rehearse. They go to basketball, baseball, football. All of them practice. They are the top. They are the best. They are the elite. But they still practice. They're at the top of their game. There's nowhere else to go higher in their chosen career or endeavor. But they still practice. That's what you as an actor need to do. I fall short of that a lot. But you have to realize, set a schedule. Put it into your time. If this is something you want to work for, practice, practice, practice. I'll see you in the next one.